So this week's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm actually at Bewley National Motor Museum to help my friend Leigh build his show garden for Gardeners World Spring Fair. So I am here to help get this beautiful, gorgeous garden ready. So that is what my video this week is going to be about, a little bit different. So hopefully it's something good, a little look into the world of garden design and show gardens. So it's really exciting. So I actually arrived on day 2 of the build. So when I arrived here, all of the raised beds had already been built and they've been filled with compost and some trees have been planted, and we've got the amazing willow horse on the left hand side. So everyone is already busy at work before I even get there. My first job of the day, after saying hello to everyone, is to get some turf out, and we are going to be laying it on top of this raised bed. So it's all been collected from the garden that it's going to go back to. So we just needed to rake over the soil and get it flat enough just so that we could lay turf. There's lots of work also going on in the background that you can't see that well. There are trees being planted, and they've been planted in big pots so that they can be taken back out and then transported back to the garden that they're going to stay in. So laying the turf was quite tricky because it wasn't a roll of turf, it had actually been dug up from the garden, so it was quite difficult to make it look nice. But in between we put little bits of moss, and eventually it was going to be planted up with plants and shrubs and stuff, so it wouldn't be too obvious. But we had to try and connect it all together and make it look like it was naturally part of the landscape. The garden was actually sponsored by the New Forest District Council, so it was designed with the aim of mimicking the natural environment of the New Forest. So things like gorse and heather and moss, and lots of lovely native trees. And the other side of the garden, which you can't see in this part of the video, is supposed to be a cottage back garden which sort of backs onto the New Forest, so it's got a little style and cottage garden planting, which I'll show you again later on in the video. But it is beautiful. And of course the star of the show is the incredible willow pony, which is my favourite part of our garden. I don't think I'd be in space. This was about 2 hours work, I think, laying this turf. It's quite a tedious job, but it just goes to show the hard work that goes into building a show garden, which, if I'm totally honest, I underestimated completely when I started this job. So yeah, I have a lot more respect for people that do these show gardens, because there is so much work, and I was absolutely exhausted after the day.
Thank you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Thank you so much. Feel free to do anything. I'll stick on YouTube when I'm done.
My hands. Subscribe. Like, subscribe. We didn't even know. Bye. Bye guys.
You cannot come to the New Forest and not check out the beautiful landscape. Back on it again, still laying the turf. As you can see, this time lapse just shows quite how long it took to get this part right. But this was the foundation of the whole garden, so it needed to be right within reason. But obviously we could take on some imperfections because it was going to be planted up anyway. But it took a long time, and it was quite exhausting and very messy. We had lots of help from the amazing girls at Brampton Village Hall, and that is where the garden would be planted up again, and they would be then looking after it and maintaining it themselves. So the girls came down to help for the day, and yeah, we had lots of fun. And Lily's there just trying to find the right position for the trees, which is actually quite a difficult job, making sure that they're facing the right way and that they're all healthy looking branches and stuff. We're just on our way now to the village hall to collect some more turf because we ran out. And this is where the turf has been dug up from, you can see. Thankfully, there were 3 of us on this trip because it was hard work. Just taking a little break from hard work, covered in mud. Going to take a little break, have some lunch. We're having a really successful day. It's all going well. Can't wait to get back and see what's happened since I've been gone. So everyone sort of dispersed for lunch, so I was able to show you the other side of the garden, which is going to be turned into a cottage garden style planting. All of the trees are in on the other side, and here are some of the amazing beautiful geums and other plants that are going to go in the cottage garden when it's ready. And the star of our show, the amazing willow pony. Day 1 done. I've only been there for 4 hours and I'm absolutely knackered. I've got mud everywhere. I'm filthy from laying turf, moving and laying turf, but it's been a really productive day. The sun is shining and it is absolutely gorgeous and I'm boiling hot. Oh my God, I am so dirty. I'm gonna go home for a rest and then I'll be back tomorrow. Back here at beautiful Bewley for day 2. So much has changed. They have done so much work overnight since I've been at home. Look at all the amazing planting. We've got foxgloves, we've got trees, we've got gorse, we've got heather. It's just looking absolutely stunning. I can't believe how much work they've done. And as you can see, the planting scheme's just been laid out for the cottage garden side. I am so proud of Leigh and Lily and Joe and everyone that helps, and I cannot wait to show you the finished garden. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week back on the plot.